Did you guys and capes? Ooh.
Are we Michael Jackson yet?
And yet we are. And Rose was sneaky.
Dude, you're like stroking out right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doing Chris and Rodger out there. Entertain the Geeky.
Wow.
Guys, what's going on?
I don't do Michael Jackson, Chris.
That's okay.
There's a puppy next to you.
Yeah. She needs attention.
Come here, stupid. What's up, Chris?
Rodger, how are you?
Good. How are you, man?
I can't complain. Can't complain.
So, I want to talk a little bit about magic.
Yeah.
I want to talk about wizards kind of stepping into it and figuring out how we can solve this problem that we have.
Yeah.
So it's come out in the past week or so that they have sex offenders as judges.
Not good.
Not good. And some of these judges are sex offenders with minors. Also not good. How Wizards stepped in it was not by having these judges as sex offenders or minors, but saying, no, we do background checks on our judges, which they don't.
You know what kind of blows my mind about this? These people shouldn't be in that sort of public place anyway.
Well, hold on now.
Because I think when you're a registered sex offender, like...
it's just schools.
Oh, it's schools. I thought it was I thought it was like playgrounds, like parks and stuff.
Yeah, parks and stuff, but you can't stop someone from going into a store just because there might be a kid there. I mean, honestly, let's be honest. That means they can't go to Walmart or...
Amazon.
Fair enough. Yeah, we live in a world... So once you're a sex offender, you're just stuck at home.
Yeah.
I have issues with sex offender crimes in general, and that's a conversation not to have on the air.
Yeah.
But I do think that, one, if you're a judge in an event that's predominantly underage kids, which not a lot of the Pro Tour is, but comic shops...
I mean, let's say average Magic player is 16 to 35.
Okay.
Because I think that's it, right? Pretty well. You've got some outside of there. You got some younger, some older, but for the most part, you're going to fall in there.
Yeah, I got you.
That's
you're a 16 to 35-year-old male.
That's a big age gap.
It is.
But a big part of the player base is kids, because you got kids in high school playing and stuff like that.
Well, and judges do more than just judge events. I mean, like they're kind
Friday
of
Night Magic,
like and they're like level 1 here. You know, they're an integral part of the community, and they're part of that community that helps grow Magic. Well, and they do a lot of community outreach in the community, and bringing younger players. I
will tell you, like level 1, that's one of the places where he really shines. Level 1 can drive you crazy. Okay, Kevin, we love you.
I mean, Chris loves you,
but he is awesome to new players and kids.
Right,
100%. Like always good to them, always willing to teach.
That's
great ambassador.
That's kind of a judge's job.
It is.
Like it's more than just
you're an ambassador for the hobby.
Right. It's more than it is honestly more than just this is how the stack resolves. This is what the card does. You are, for the most part, you are the, like you said, the ambassador of the hobby. So your job is to bring new people in, to make sure that new players that come in have a great time. The issue that Wizards run into is if they do have sex offenders and pedophiles as judges, and they're not doing the background checks. I can see why this is a big PR nightmare.
Well, and I think one of the things that could easily solve this, because it's free to become a judge.
It is.
Have them pay you $25 for a background check. Because a background check's $20 to $25, I think.
It depends.
Yeah, $20 to $30 we'll call
But the background checks... see, I don't know much about background checks because, I've only had a couple of jobs in my life.
Yeah.
And I've had background checks done on me, but I've never ran a background check on anybody.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if it's like you run a background check and it just shows states. If it was just states or anything like that, or is it full on? If I do a background check, the crimes I commit in California are going to show up in my background check if you're doing a run in Missouri.
Background checks, if it's a federal crime, it'll pick that up.
Okay.
And it'll pick up basically anything within the last 7 years, I think.
So here's a better question for you then. When we do the background checks on these judges, like we make them pay, so we make them pay for it.
Yeah.
Before they take the test, after they take the test, or just part of just like, hey, you're a judge now, here you go.
They pay for your background check.
Right up.
So you go to do that here. So you fill out your paperwork for the background check. At the end of it, they give you, the credit card thing so you can pay for it. And then they run it.
Okay.
And then you get approved within a week or two, whatever it takes to get a background check back, and let that be that.
now how does
and then give the judge player points or something like that.
Like, yeah, I this is a very muddled topic for me, because what if now we're going to stop sex offenders from playing Magic?
I'm fine with that.
How do you know that a player's a sex offender?
Well, that's the thing. So it's not so much a sex offender playing. Like, I'm cool with
because I'm on full disclosure.
If you own a shop,
full disclosure,
yeah,
we worked at a shop where there were, we don't know for sure, but there were questionable players that we would keep a closer eye on.
Absolutely, and that's the shop's job at that point. A judge can't say, "Hey, I know you're a sex offender. Don't come to play Magic."
Right. That's the shop's duty to kick players, and we never kicked a player out because they were a sex offender. Like we have stopped people from coming in and playing Magic because of other things.
Yeah.
But there were customers, there were players that we would watch closely.
Like a hawk.
Like oh, there they, like a hawk.
Yeah, like,
and it didn't matter. It goes more than just we thought they were kitty touchers. It went to they were thieves,
all
they
kinds
were
of stuff.
Cheaters, stuff like that we would constantly, like, there were players we would constantly watch.
There was a player who was could have been a sex offender.
Could have been.
And
we
all
watched.
had our suspicion.
We all watched,
especially when he was interacting with younger players.
Yep.
Or females.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
And it was hey, fucking watch him like a hawk. We all knew that. And if he would start to get fucking creepy or anything, pull him away.
And thankfully, it never happened.
Yeah.
Like, so, fuck it. I'm gonna go down this. My biggest issue with the way we treat sex offenders, I'm gonna say, is when you're convicted of a crime and you serve your sentence, you have a parole, you do all that. You're supposed to be able to go out and live your life. Now, granted, I agree that if you're convicted of touching a 12-year-old, you should be nowhere near a school. You shouldn't be.
I'm all about fucking castration at that point.
Yeah, but we can talk about all that later. It's just with certain crimes we tend to say that follows you for the rest of your life, and yeah, it should. But then again, the age-old saying, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. They've done the time.
Part of the time, like,
here's the thing.
Part of the time is here. What in most circumstances, this person has caused another individual great anguish or something like that, and part of your reckoning for this, part of you having to come to terms with what you've done, is the legacy that you carry.
Murderers, armed robbers, drug dealers, all of that. They
all have a reputation that they have to carry for the rest of their life.
But you don't put them on a special list.
Oh man. But
I'm being serious.
You hear shit though, like, so.
But if I murdered somebody, right,
mm-hmm.
did my time, walked away, moved to a different state, I am not on a list.
So here, I'll hit you with something here. I used to go to church with these people. Older couple, they had all grown kids, not super old, probably 50s, 60s in age, and the husband murdered the wife a few years ago. Okay. He is a prominent public figure. And he's still conducting searches and stuff to try to find his wife. Even though they found the wife on his property and all this shit.
Like, but he's not convicted of murder.
He's not been convicted of it yet. There's an ongoing investigation and all that shit.
Yeah, but you're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, depending on the crime.
No.
Depending on the crime.
No.
You're supposed to be.
No, yeah, our system is supposed to be set up to innocent until proven guilty.
Correct, but that's not always the case. You and I both know that.
No, the court of public opinion is completely different.
But
ask OJ.
You've got this individual here that fucking committed some heinous crime against his wife, and it comes out later that he was having an affair and all this bullshit.
Doesn't mean he killed his wife.
Oh,
maybe the mistress killed the wife.
No, it was him.
Well, no.
I'll give you some articles to read about it because you're like, oh shit. The fact that he's not in jail or been apprehended yet is solely because he's a public figure.
Or, there's not enough evidence to convict the man.
Oh, it's damning. It's damning. You have enough pull in the public domain.
It's damning in the news articles you read, which are trying to put that objective that he could be a murderer.
No.
This is exactly how Peter Parker felt when he came out as Spider-Man.
No. You read the news articles about him because you read some that try to paint him out to be the good guy. Okay. And
then you read some that he's not.
And when you're reading these, even the good ones, you're like, fuck, dude, it's not looking good for you.
Just because, well, hold on. Just because it doesn't look good doesn't mean he did it. I'm a firm believer. You're innocent until proven guilty, and even then, even after you're proven guilty, there's still a chance that you might not have done it.
Great.
Well, I saw the Shawshank Redemption. I know how justice works now, okay?
Okay, yeah, you've got a firm grasp of it.
On the legal system, I saw the Shawshank Redemption.
No, we
and the People versus O.J. Simpson.
We also live in a world where money equals power, and you've got people that if they're a prominent figure in society, you can get away with shit that a normal guy like you or me cannot. Yes. And this guy is a big deal, and it's the circle that he runs with. It makes it even more fucked up. It's a little bit morbid.
Okay, so William Shatner.
What about him?
He killed his wife and got off with it.
Did he really?
I mean, there's a rumor. See, exactly.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know anything about Shatner's.
Yeah, his wife was found dead in a swimming pool.
Mm-hmm. Did she have a heart attack there?
No, she drowned.
Did she?
Yeah.
Was he home?
No, I don't know.
Because this guy was home when his wife was murdered, and hold on, it's like 5 a.m. He's like, "Oh, wife's not here. She must be out for a walk in the property." Tells his sons that. His sons are like, "Well, shit, it's fucking 5 a.m, Dad. We need to call the cops." And he's like, "No, you don't need to call the cops." Did everything that he could to avoid having the police show up. Didn't talk to his kids because the police showed up. It was fucked, dude. And
he just didn't want to come out. He was bonking some other chick.
Well, not at that point in time though.
Right.
Like not that moment.
I mean. He did not want it to come out that he was bonking another chick.
Yeah, so
I get this.
Yeah, so you kill your wife because she found out.
What?
Nobody can tell the tale.
No, you just get divorced and she takes half your shit.
There's a whole fucking it destroys his reputation, and that's what he's worried about.
Really, because I think we live in a world now where having an affair does not destroy your reputation. Ask Bill fucking Clinton.
There's There's somebody that just got voted into office here in Missouri is fucking. It came out that he was having an affair 8 years ago. Not while he was running or anything like that. And people were like, "Oh, we need to get him out." And it's like that's his personal life.
I'm a big so. Fuck it, man. No, I don't want to have this conversation. But fuck it, we tend to vote based on personal characteristics, on a person's personal life.
I think you should.
No, I think we should vote on what they want to do.
I
just because you're bonking. Look,
I don't completely disagree, but when you look at an individual's character, what they do in their personal life is ultimately going to bleed over into their professional life.
Is it?
Yes. It is a testament of character, and you don't want somebody of low.
But do you really think that cheating on your wife is reason enough? Like Joss Whedon. Here we go. Joss Whedon cheating on his wife.
Yep.
Does that just because he cheated on his wife? Does that make all the feminist agendas that he stood for, does that make his opinion on those wrong? No. He's still a feminist. He still believes what he believed. He's just a shitbag husband. You can be a shitbag.
And that can potentially dictate his ability to pick up movie deals in the future.
You can be a shitbag husband. And first off, Joss Whedon's never going to have an issue not picking up a movie deal. I mean, he just got to go.
It messed with things on Backroll and stuff.
Hey, look, Avengers. Because of the public opinion.
Yeah, public opinion matters.
But I'm saying that it shouldn't.
It should.
He's a shitbag husband, but that does not mean the shit that he stands for.
When you observe hypocrisy, it is extremely difficult.
How did Joss Whedon ever once say cheating on your wife was bad?
No, he's fine. That's
no,
cool.
no.
You can cheat
on
on your wife if you don't say it's bad.
Hear me out. Buffy, Angel, the strong female characters he does, how he pushes the feminist agenda. It does no way replicate. Did he use his power to cheat on his wife? Apparently not, because that's not what's come out. What just came out is that he cheated on his wife. So if he doesn't use his power in Hollywood, if he doesn't do the things he bitched about happening to cheat on his wife, that just means he's a dickbag husband. That's all it means. He can still be a feminist. He's just a jerk husband.
He's just a shitty feminist.
He's a shitty fucking husband. He's a great feminist. He's a shitty fucking husband. Okay, here. Everything that an individual does is ultimately not going to, it's not going to affect every cause that they're a part of, okay? But observing an individual's character when stated to be one thing, and you're observing characteristics of somebody that's not that, like, when you're like, oh, he's a feminist, blah, blah, at that point, he cheats on his wife.
You should be super fucking careful about what you're doing in your extramarital affairs. It would just make sense. So when people are observing this type of immoral behavior out of somebody that's supposed to be this beacon of morality, like
whoa. First off, the immorality implication is different. We don't know. What if you're in an open relationship and the public gets wind that you're fucking this other chick? It's none of the public's business what happens in your fucking marriage.
I agree and I disagree. Like, what you do in your personal life comes out, it bleeds out in your public life. It happens to all of us.
It does, but it shouldn't.
It would be ideal if it didn't, but that's not the world that we live in.
Well, I'm a big fan of changing things.
And moral and how you conduct yourself in your personal life is ultimately part of how you conduct yourself in your professional life. And then when you see somebody who's an abusive prick in their personal life, and then they go out into the world and they play nice guy or something like that, and you hear about what an abusive shitbag they were, you're like, man, fuck that guy, because it's a front, dude. And like,
but does that make the work that man did while being that nice guy any less valuable?
Yes, because it's fake. It's not real work.
Really? How about the lives that were touched because of that work that he did?
What lives were touched?
What? For who?
This one I was throwing for instance.
I know, and I'm
talking about Whedon.
No, I'm talking just in general. So Dick Bag, who's an abusive shithole, right? Actually does in the public life does good work.
Okay, so what about the repression that their family's going through and the people that they're stopping from doing things because there's some controlling shitbag?
That's the family issue. But what about the people he's helped?
That's the family issue.
Stop.
The family issue is
if you're a shitbag in real life, if you're a shitbag at home and you're a shitbag out in the world and you're just a shitbag. You're a shitbag at home. That doesn't mean you're a good person. But if you go out and do good work, the people that you benefit still benefit, even though you're a shitbag.
I don't completely disagree with that, but I also think that we have to hold people up to a higher standard.
No.
Yes.
Fuck that.
Yes.
Fuck that.
No, we absolutely do.
Just because Joss Whedon cheated on his wife does not make Buffy any less more impactful.
Do you know what gives you the ability to judge another individual?
I have a mouth and a consciousness, and then apparently that's getting taken away from us soon.
Yeah, right. To upload into robots. No.
All of a sudden, RoboChris is gonna be. It's okay to be a shitbag.
No. What gives you the ability to judge somebody else is the fact that you are capable of the same things, but you do not do them.
But there are things I am not capable of doing. Like murdering my wife and have her walk the property. Because there's no property to walk here.
Yeah, okay. But you're capable of murdering your wife, yes.
I don't know. She's kind of feisty.
Absolutely capable of doing so. And we are not, before we go any further, we are not advocating murder. This should go
We're not advocating murdering Rodger's wife.
We're not advocating cheating on your spouse or anything like that.
No.
I feel like we have to say that because everybody likes to get fucking butthurt.
No. Bring the hate.
Bring it.
If you honestly think I'm fighting for the ability to cheat on your wife, when I'm sitting there saying he's a shitbag husband,
yeah,
then you're not listening.
But some people are going to take that.
Fucking take it that way, then and run with it. Dumbasses,
you retards.
Whoa!
Shut up.
Whoa!
No,
I didn't go that far.
Well, it was. Come on, you made a bigger deal out of it than needed to be made.
Except
whoa.
Except for the one guy that's like, Rodger's backspace back. Chris said the R word. He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I know.
You get that hate. You get that.
Type that up.
I am tired of getting the hate. It's time for you to get some hate.
I'll take some hate.
It's time for you to get some.
I'll take some hate.
It's time for Jason to take some hate for his love of a fucking episode 8.
Episode 8's good.
Like,
but no. Fuck, you totally sidetracked me now. I'm like, you're brain farting now because you're talking about stupid shit.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's not like that's our whole entire fucking podcast here. Let's talk about stupid shit. Peppermint Twinkies.
Is that a thing?
That's a thing. Yeah.
Jeez.
Jesus is right.
But yeah, what you do in your personal life ultimately dictates who you are in the world. So I do think that we should hold people to a higher standard than what they're always held to. And as a society, we are taking regressive steps in doing so.
I forget the philosopher that said this.
It's okay if I do this, but you can't do it.
I forget the philosopher that said this. There are 3 faces that you have. 3 masks. There's the one everyone else sees. There's the one your family sees, and there's one that you truly are. We're always putting a face on. I am not the same person at my 9 to 5 that I am at home.
Correct, but the one that you truly are is that's
the one that I truly am is that fucking lazy asshole that was sleeping when he knocked on his door this morning.
That's objective. The one that you truly are is one that you can't fully understand because we have a bias.
I don't have a bias. I know I'm an awesome individual.
Yeah,
I'm almost perfect. In fact,
basically, you're a beacon of physical
the only thing wrong with me is that I'm too quiet about how perfect I really am.
Yeah, arrogance isn't an issue.
Arrogance is not an issue here. I know I'm perfect. I know I'm awesome.
Oh my god.
I wake up in the morning and piss excellence and sing the red, white, and blue.
I am fully. I am
No, you're
completely
not.
invested in saying we should hold people to higher standards. Yeah.
I don't really care what you do in your personal life. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I understand.
There are bits and pieces of it. Look, if you're not hurting anybody, fine.
Who am I? Like, honestly, like, I get an abusive prick's an abusive prick, and he'll face his time for that. But if he's out in the world doing good, I'm not going to take away the good work that he did just because he was an abusive prick.
And that's not saying that strides can't be made in the right direction, but it is saying that maybe that person's not the right figurehead for it. So you might lose the ability to be the figurehead for that. You might lose your platform.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you still didn't do the good work before.
And I'm not. Nobody's trying to take away good work. What I am saying.
That's what I'm saying is though you are trying to take away the good work.
No, I'm saying that person's not going to be looked at the same, and that's okay. Because that's not a good person.
I don't judge Joss Whedon any differently. As long as he still makes good kick-ass movies, I'm in. Just because he's a shitbag husband, that's fine. That's for him and his wife to figure out. There's a million shitbag husbands in this world.
Yeah, we don't talk to them because they're assholes.
We talk to a lot of shitbag partners.
A lot of shitbag partners.
We used to. I do now. You don't. You don't as much.
No, I
but
don't.
Yeah, we used to talk to a lot of shitbag partners.
Just walking into work.
I mean, that doesn't mean we're shitbag partners. I mean, I am. You are. But that doesn't mean we are because we know shitbag partners.
We have our moments.
Maybe.
We're good partners.
So, how the fuck So, should pedophiles be able to judge magic? I guess is where this whole conversation started from.
No, they shouldn't be able to judge magic.
Should they be able to play magic?
There's nothing you can really do about that. Okay. You can't say, hey, you can't play this game. Like, if you're spending money on a product, it doesn't really, they're buying a product.
Should they be allowed to go pro? And go to the Pro Tour?
Pro Tour? I don't know how you would vet that. You know what I mean? Are you a pedophile?
No, it's very easy. I mean, one there is a national, there's the sex offender database. So it's just very easy to fucking put your name in and go, oh, nope.
I don't think that would be a bad thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a bad thing. And
hold on, because I have an issue. Because we know, like, there are certain crimes that aren't really. This is where we're gonna get the fucking hate. There are certain crimes that are done that are listed under sex offenders. It's not really sex offending.
Well,
like urination in public. If I go piss on the side of my house and a cop drives by,
that's fucked.
But I'm still on the list.
Yeah, the fact that you can be labeled a sex offender as that is obscene.
No,
I think maybe if you're talking about the sex offender registry, because when you go through and read that, you can actually see what somebody's a sex offender for.
Yeah, but is it really WOTC's job to decide that?
Maybe it's the one who's hosting the event. I don't know.
But,
I don't have.
But WOTC hosts the Pro Tour. Like that's WOTC's thing. That's Wizards of the Coast thing.
That's fair.
That's why I left Star City and all that. Like even the GPTs. Wizards does not host the GPTs. That's done by like Pastime Games and other companies. WOTC holds the Pro Tour, so they are directly responsible for the Pro Tour. Okay, that's what they hold.
And I think that is up to them in the image that they want to portray.
I don't know if we
as a
should
company
lambast players. Judges, I'm okay with.
Judges, I think you have to. Given what they are in the community, I think you have to.
Players are just players, and there's a lot of asshole players in Magic.
Yeah, because there are dudes that are just dicks to play with, not necessarily a fucking sex
this episode's gonna be called "Don't Touch My Deck."
Don't touch my deck. That's funny.
But yeah, judges are judges, players are players. And
so holding the judges to a higher standard, all about that.
You
have to.
A higher standard. No, you just got to say don't touch kids.
That's a higher standard.
I mean, I kind of would like to think that we just, as a general public, say don't touch kids. You know,
you would like to think that.
I would. Yeah, I really would.
As would I.
But this also, hold on, this also hits more than just Magic. Like Magic's the first company to kind of get called off for. But let's look at other games. Like, how does Pokemon determine their judges? Is it the same way?
Well, it's Wizards of the Coast.
No, it's not.
No,
Wizards of the Coast is WOTC does not own Pokemon.
Oh, I thought they did.
They sold it.
Oh, did they?
They sold it back in 2000, something like that.
I didn't know they sold it.
Yeah, they don't own Pokemon anymore. It's actually the Pokemon company owns Pokemon. The card game now.
Okay.
But Pokemon, Warhammer is more of an adult game, but Pokemon's the great example because that's the kids' card game. Right?
Yeah.
But you go to a Pokemon tournament, there are adults playing.
Yeah.
But I don't know how judges are chosen.
That's a good question. I think that's a
And where do we draw the line? Like, is it wrong because there's a 30-year-old sitting around a table and nothing but 12-year-olds playing Pokemon? Is that guy creepy? Is he should we view him differently, or is it like
here's the thing,
because he's just playing his fucking game.
As long as he doesn't have a track record of touching little kids, not a whole lot you can do. Yeah, it might be a little weird, but that guy could have some fucking kind of social.
How about he just likes Pokemon?
Or he likes Pokemon and he just wants to fucking play
likes
Pokemon.
The game. And he likes wrecking kids' face. Because, come on, it's much like when you hop on Call of Duty and you beat the fuck out of a 12-year-old online. You kind of feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, because fuck that 12-year-old talking shit.
Smash him.
Motherfucker ain't got bills to pay. Sits at home, goes to school, plays Call of Duty, and bitches about how fucking bad we all are. Fuck that little 12-year-old. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Zazaboo. I'm talking about you, Zazaboo. I remember you, you little fucker.
Is this real?
Yeah, this is a real fucking guy.
Zazaboo?
This is a real fucking guy on Xbox that like lit me up. Little fucker.
I hate you, Zazaboo.
You little fucker. He got me banned.
Did he?
He's the one that I said, when you commit suicide, I hope your mom finds the body.
Oh, well, yeah, you kind of took that.
He got me hella banned.
To a crazy level.
Well, not really.
His mom probably got you banned. She's like, what did he just say?
Did he just say, I want to find him? Yeah, you little fucker. Fuck you, Zazaboo.
And the kid was 12?
Yeah.
And you said that to him?
Yeah.
You weren't like, it's just a game. You're like, oh, you're gonna kill yourself. I hope your mom finds your body.
First off, I never said anything like that. It was very calm and collective. It was, hey, you know what, Zazaboo? When you finally off yourself, I hope your mom finds the body.
Okay. As if that's not even more sadistic than you being in a fit
Fuck
of
the
rage.
fucker. Fuck the fucker. He spent 20 minutes.
He's 12 and he's an idiot.
I don't give a shit. Good.
So we've got a grown man.
I was 20.
Grown man playing a video game. Yeah. Okay.
First off, that 12-year-old should not have been playing Call of Duty.
Well, that's his mother's.
Okay.
But
so
she did the right thing in trying to stop the evil man that was verbally abusing her son.
If you're going to allow your 12-year-old to say the rank and file shit this motherfucker said, like this dude said shit that I was like, holy fuck.
What does that mean?
Like, oh my God, I can't even believe this would come out of your mouth. If you're going to allow your kid to say that and not expect a response, fuck yourself. Second of all, there's a reason this game is rated M. And like the second time I got banned when I called that mother a bad mother, I'm a 21-year-old man playing a game that's rated M online. I have a right to curse and say what the fuck I want to say. If you don't want your 12-year-old kid or 13-year-old kid listening to that shit, don't buy him an M-rated game.
What were you saying?
I don't even remember. Me and my friend were talking politics or something.
Oh, God.
God. I don't even remember. But I dropped the F-bomb, and this lady, all of a sudden I hear this mom on the mic go, excuse me, crit hit? Crit hit? I'm like, who the fuck is this? Would you mind not saying the F word when my son's playing this game?
Would you mind watching what your son's playing?
And then I went. And I got banned for that one too.
I didn't know you could get banned.
Yeah, they suspend you for a couple days. like
you're gonna take a time out.
Like you don't realize that you're suspended until you try to log on and it says account suspended and you're like, what the fuck?
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Xbox controls the shit. Like yeah.
Does Sony do the same thing?
How the fuck should I know? I don't have a Sony.
I don't know.
Sony's free, and I don't think Sony really cares.
You Sony players, does that?
Can you get suspended?
No, I know you can because my brothers were talking about getting suspended playing Destiny on PlayStation.
Why?
I don't know.
Because I know why I got suspended. It tells you why you got suspended.
Well, people would accuse them of botting and stuff.
Cheating.
Okay.
Were they cheating?
No.
Don't lie to me.
No, I'm not. They were just playing the game. So I guess if they run, I guess if your KD ratio or something like that gets to a certain, I don't know.
So if you get too good at the game, they just ban you. There's a reason why we shouldn't play Destiny.
No, it's not Destiny. That's PlayStation servers at that point.
Is it? Or is it the people playing Destiny because?
Or maybe people are just like, this guy's botting because he kicked my ass and I'm mad.
You can tell when someone's botting.
I don't.
Like, it's easy to tell when you're like.
The guy that's just looking in the air and walking.
Yeah, he's looking in the air and walking and somehow getting nothing but headshots. That motherfucker's botting.
I was playing last night, and I was playing competitive, and what blew my mind, so I have to find your head, okay, when I'm aiming. It takes a second to fucking find somebody's head. Yeah, I don't just fucking point in there.
You can't quick scope?
I'm not good
that
at that. And I'm fucking...
You know how you get good at that?
No.
Walk at a little bit of an angle, like with the stick pointed up.
Really?
Because like when you're walking like this. Like when you aim down your sight, like you're walking to where you're.
So you don't have to raise up.
Right. Like just walk a little bit with it aimed up, because the auto aim puts you on the body. Like the auto aim, no matter what game it is, they have an auto aim, but it puts you on that target. If you're aiming the stick up a little bit, when you zoom in, you'll zoom in on the head.
Interesting.
There you go.
Didn't know that.
Now I taught you something.
Woo! But you're doing your thing, and these guys are fucking headhunters, man. Like, I cross a lane, and I have 3 dudes shoot me in the head, and you die fucking fast when 3 people are shooting you in the head.
Yeah.
And I managed to not completely die because I've got certain stats stacked really high, but I'm like, a hit away, basically.
Okay.
Like, if I get 1 bullet from a machine gun burst, I'm going down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck did they find my head like that? Like, it would take me a second, and I was just impressed. I was like, these guys are legit. Because I can get in a firefight and beat a lot of these guys one-on-one. Just through different movement and stuff like that. But fucking just walking out in a lane and having people, you're dead. It blew my mind. You guys are impressive.
I was playing PUBG last night. And I had a double barrel shotgun. And it was one of those bad drops where we dropped in and everyone was around us. So my buddy fucked up, and he ended up on the other side of the town that we were trying to raid. I had a shotgun. A guy runs in, I grab the shotgun, blast him. Right, I'm like, I got that motherfucker. Excited. My buddy comes over to me so we can team up. He's got a gun, I got a gun. All of a sudden, outside the building, you hear boom, boom, and he goes down. I'm like, what the fuck? I jump out the window, and this motherfucker was trying to army crawl around the building to sneak up on us. Double blast him, shoot his buddy, get my friend up, and we go.
Neato.
It was so cool.
I love you so much, friend.
Guys, I'm going to say this. A lot of people bitch about shotguns in PUBG. The pump action's okay because you hold 5 rounds, but the double barrel's where it's at.
Yeah.
Like the range on the double barrel is amazing, and you get 2 shots in the time it takes you to fire 1 shot on the pump action.
Fair enough.
And 2 shots will drop a motherfucker. Boom, boom, right to the chest. I found that out last night.
Brutal.
Boom, boom.
Brutal.
It's like playing Mortal Kombat, beating the fuck out of people.
I keep getting Destiny does this thing now where you get Mastercraft guns or something like that.
That sounds lame.
And they keep track of how many kills you've got with that weapon and stuff, and getting multi-kills make it give you a random stat or something. Dude, I didn't realize how good, because I wasn't using one of my Masterworks guns, and I started using it last night, and I was just fucking mowing people down, and I was like, what the hell is happening right now? And then it gives you an extra bonus when you aim down sight.
You should always aim down sight.
You can no scope, and some of them have firing from the hip bonuses.
That's lame.
And they'll do the same damage, not firing from the hip as firing from the hip.
I just like giving you shit because Destiny's lame.
I love Destiny.
You should get Titanfall.
I do want Titanfall. That one looks cool.
It's like $10.
Yeah, it's free. It's $10.
It's
$40.
It's free for me because I got that
it's
EA.
$300.
I bought that EA thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you bought that yet.
No,
you should. It's $50 a year.
I don't play the EA shit though.
You would if it was free.
If I paid for it, it's not free.
If it's $50 a year, but you get like right now. So here's what's free on that: all the Battlefield games, all the hockey games, Titanfall, Plans for like there's just a
when you download one of the games, do you get it forever?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
As long as you keep your subscription
going.
As
long as you have the account.
But here's the thing: so you spend $50 a year, right? That's less than the cost of one game.
Yeah.
Okay, and you get X amount of games. Like you get all the games. Like so, you don't get NHL 19 when it first drops. You just wait 3 months and you get it for free because you've played that. Like that's the way to do it. Like Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have the EA access, I have 10 hours of Battlefront 2 as a demo. And I am never going to play more than 10 hours of that game. What are you doing?
I'm sending a picture of this to Tara because she was wanting to watch it, and I think she'll be excited.
I don't think she will. I think she'll say it's stupid. You know what I want?
What's up?
I want a good Howard the Duck movie.
You've been saying that for a while. George Lucas!
George Lucas! No! Stay away from it, George Lucas. Like I went to Newcastle the other day, and just to pop in. I didn't buy anything. I just really wanted to smell ink. You know that smell when you walk into a game and comic store. Like I wanted that smell.
So you walk in.
So I walk in and I see that they have like the hardbound Howard the Duck collection.
Did you buy it?
No, because it was like $120.
Did you spend money on anything?
No.
I bought a fucking D20.
I bought a soda.
Okay.
You always buy something when you go into a store, but I didn't buy anything, fun. But I wanted it so bad. And then I was like, why don't they just do a good Howard the Duck movie? Make it R-rated and just go to town. Just go to town with that dirty little duck and his hot little redhead. Just go to town.
Go to town. And on that note, guys.
What? Already?
Yeah, it's that time.
You're bored.
No, it's not that I'm bored. I got to get back in time to get my kid from school.
He can walk.
Yeah. So guys, go to entertainthegeeky.com. You can follow us on all of our social media there. Also, tell us what you think about what this fix could be for the Magic community.
Yeah, that's important.
So guys, as always, stay geeky.